Isn't it heartbreaking to see our animals in pain and discomfort? In this talk, I'm going to be outlining various aspects of pain in our animals, as well as various treatment options now available for pain management in our animals. My name is Dr. Michael Dim, and I'm a holistic veterinarian here in West Palm Beach, Florida. I offer inpatient consultations for clients in the South Florida area, and I also offer phone consultations nationwide. So let's get into the topic of pain in our animals. What are the causes of pain in our animals? Causes can include problems like metabolic diseases of the pancreas or liver or kidneys, obviously traumatic or bone injuries that can occur, as well as various viral and bacterial infections in our animals. In addition to degenerative joint disease and spinal cord diseases, all of these can cause pain in our animals and suffering, needless suffering. What are the symptoms of pain in our animals? The symptoms of pain may include increased vocalization, whining and crying, restlessness, biting or licking at certain areas of the body, changes in mobility in our animals, as well as changes in their thirst or eating habits, trembling and shaking. Some animals, their behavior changes. They become more withdrawn or they become more aggressive. And those can all be signs, subtle signs that pain is present. Now, depending upon whether it's acute or chronic pain, a full diagnostic workup is usually indicated. That might include blood work or x-rays, ultrasound, and that'll often delineate a diagnosis which will guide pain management. Now, conventional pain management, when I was in veterinary school back in the late 80s and early 90s, was very minimal in our animal patients. Animals often were spayed or neutered, had soft tissue surgeries or orthopedic surgeries, and there was very little drug therapies available or modalities that can help these animals. And that was really a shame. And it was hard to watch those animals back then. But over the decades, conventional medicine certainly has evolved. And we now have a multitude of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medications, various nerve pain medications, as well as even opioid use in our animals. And while these agents can offer dramatic acute pain relief in our animals, it often can lead to chronic side effects, such as digestive issues, including diarrhea, vomiting, or constipation, stress on the liver or kidneys, including occasionally even liver or kidney failure in our animals. So conventional pain management certainly has evolved. There are two newer agents now on the block. They're known as monoclonal antibody treatments, and that would include a drug called Solensia in our cats, which I've seen some remarkable changes in kitties when they're given this injection, and a new drug on the block called Librela in dogs, again, functioning to block something called nerve growth factor in the body, which is the main molecule involved with pain in our animals. And again, these drugs are showing dramatic efficacy in the short term. But obviously, I worry about long-term use and whether these drugs have been studied for long-term safety. And the jury is still out on that. Depending upon the course or the origin of pain, will determine holistically how we approach pain management. There are several holistic options available for pain, including various supplements and molecules that can go a long way towards managing pain in our animal patients. Probably one of the most common ones that's often used for joint pain in our animals is glucosamine. Glucosamine can help repair the cartilage in the joints, as well as acting as a wonderful lubricating agent as well. And with glucosamine use, animals experience improved mobility and less discomfort when used regularly. Glucosamine is often combined with chondroitin or MSM, and these often are combined in products as a single product. The trend now is to use these products earlier in our animal companions, even as young as a few years of age, when the early stages of degenerative joint disease and arthritis are occurring. There's even an injectable glucosamine-like supplement called Adequan, which is now being used by veterinarians over the country. And it's a wonderful injectable supplement that does a long way towards improving mobility in painful or arthritic patients. Omega-3 fatty acids are also wonderful in decreasing pain and inflammation, not only in the joints, but omega-3 fatty acid use can help with inflammation of the heart or the kidneys or even the brain, where their use can help slow down cognitive decline and some of the aging changes associated with senior pet existence. Herbally, there are many options for pain management. Probably my favorite is a spice called turmeric, which many of you I'm sure have heard of. The active ingredient in turmeric, called curcumin, has wonderful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects on the body. And I've actually seen studies that show that turmeric is actually as effective as the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory agents used in our animal companions. The next supplement that I often use with turmeric is boswellia. Boswellia is another excellent anti-inflammatory for the joints and other painful points in the body. And again, I find that boswellia combined with turmeric and glucosamine and MSM provide the best combination relief that we see for pain management in our animals. There's a wonderful herb called hawthorn, which has been traditionally used for heart conditions in animals and humans. Hawthorn is actually wonderful at increasing the circulation in the body and has a cleansing effect and a detoxifying effect in the body as well. And it's wonderful to use in various painful, inflammatory conditions in the body. Hawthorn stabilizes the collagen in the body, which is the major connective tissue glue that holds the joints and other tissues together. So using hawthorn is wonderful at, again, controlling pain and inflammation in our animals. The spice cinnamon is also an excellent additive to use in pain management in our patients. Cinnamon decreases joint inflammation and pain in the body, and actually can also help with irritability of the bowel and gut pain. And so it has a fine use in inflammatory bowel conditions in our patients. The spice yucca, the yucca tree is also an origin of various extracts that have been applied in veterinary medicine. And yucca has natural steroid-like compounds in it that are natural components of the plant. And again, yucca can be very, very helpful in reducing painful joints and inflammation in the body. Finally, there are other herbals and botanicals such as comfrey and alfalfa and devil's claw and cat's claw and white willow bark. And all of these are wonderful, along with ginger, and all of these are wonderful at decreasing inflammation in the body and come in various herbal formulas. There's an excellent product I like called Doggone Pain that I've often used as a wonderful herbal source of pain relief in our animals. Two excellent companies that I've used over the years, one down here in South Florida called My Paleopet, has an excellent pain and inflammation herbal blend that I also find quite helpful in pain management in our animals. A company up in Maine called Sustenance Herbs has a product called Canine Joint Works, and that's another product I often go to in painful arthritic animals. And again, the key is to try and use a multimodal approach, using various of these supplements to help in pain management. You'll get an increased response rather than using single agents by themselves. Chinese medicine offers wonderful herbal therapies for managing pain, and I would encourage clients to see a traditional Chinese medical trained veterinarian on best how to use Chinese herbs in that capacity. Finally, cannabis-derived chews and oral supplements and oils have recently taken off in recent years. And CBD, made from the whole hemp plant, which has no THC in it, is an actual excellent product at reducing inflammation in the body, including painful joints and painful spinal conditions. CBD oil often helps with other inflammatory diseases in the body, such as seizure disorders, helping with cancer pain, and also helping lessen fear and anxiety, and is a wonderful alternative to strong conventional drugs used in sedating our animals. And finally, I want to go over various holistic therapies that we see and that we can go to for pain management in our animals. Acupuncture is a wonderful modality that involves the strategic placing of needles throughout on various points in the body. And that helps with improving blood flow to various organs, as well as normalizing inflammatory responses in the patient. Acupuncture is wonderful, and not only in reducing pain in the joints and in the spinal cord, but it has a wonderful place in managing diseases in other organ systems as well, through its effect on blood flow and the flow of energy in the body. Chiropractic is another wonderful modality that's well tolerated in our animal patients. And by correcting subluxations in the spine, where the spinal segments are out of alignment, when that's restored, nerve flow is restored, and function improves dramatically to inflamed joints, as well as, of course, spinal cord problems. Chiropractic also plays a role in treating pain with other organ systems as well. I'll never forget many decades ago when I was suffering from a bad constipation issue at the time. I had tried everything in my tool chest to try and help with relieving the constipation. And it was only when I went to a well-trained chiropractor that relieved the subluxations in the areas of my spine involved with my colon motility that I was finally able to get long-term relief that I hadn't received before. So chiropractic is a wonderful treatment modality for animals in pain. Massage therapy is another excellent modality that improves blood flow and improves muscle relaxation and lowers stress. And more practitioners are becoming skilled in massage therapy as an additional adjunct in pain management. And finally, throughout the country, various PT and rehab facilities with water therapy and hydrotherapy are popping up throughout the country. And those modalities can be dramatically helpful in helping with pain management post-operatively, as well as an adjunct in treating inflammatory pain diseases of the joints and, again, the spinal cord. And finally, the system of medicine I love the most, homeopathy, is an excellent form of medicine in treating pain. For acute pain, I find homeopathy works faster than any conventional drug. Homeopathic remedies like arnica or rustox or rutagraveolins I often use in acute painful traumatic conditions, and it's amazing the rapid results that are often achieved. For chronic pain management, homeopathy can be used as well, but in those situations, basically management is best done by a trained homeopath who's treating the whole symptom totality of the patient. So no matter what treatment you go to for pain management, whether it's conventional management or various supplements or various therapeutic modalities of pain management, I encourage clients to actually see a trained integrative or holistic veterinarian who's best familiar with these modalities and how to incorporate them into everyday use. Thank you for watching. This is Dr. Michael Dim, and I'm a holistic veterinarian here in South Florida, and I welcome inpatient consultations as well as phone consultations nationwide. And I look forward to seeing you again in the near future. Thank you.